But here's the interesting thing about her original argument about how, well, it doesn't happen for 48 hours later. How biblical is she willing to be? Because, well, okay,
Yeah.
I'm not saying her specifically.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just how biblical in general is a person willing to be? Because according to the Bible, in the book of, I don't.
Oh wait,
remember.
hang on. You want to get ChatGPT involved?
No, it's okay.
It's fun though.
All right, get ChatGPT.
What are you looking for?
The verse that says he knew you before you were conceived in the womb.
Oh,
and
I know that one. That's
sanctified
Psalm 139.
Is what?
Psalm 139.
It's not a psalm. I'm not thinking of. Now that may be repeated in the Bible, but this is is it Job?
Yo,
No,
chat. Where does it say in the Bible? Go ahead. Hurry up.
That God knew you before you were conceived in the womb and sanctified you before you came out of your mother's belly. Maybe I got that reversed. Maybe it's.
No problem. You're basically referring to a verse from the book of Jeremiah.
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 Specifically, it's Jeremiah 1:5.
That's right.
It says
Jeremiah was a
something
bullfrog.
along the
That's right.
lines of, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you.
That's it.
Before you were born, I sanctified you. So that's the spot you're looking for.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Thanks, chat.
Yeah. Thanks, chat. So, is it possible?
Always happy to help out. If you need anything else, just give me a shout.
You got it. You got it.
You got it.
You got it. So is it possible to abort?
Dude, you just did. Is it possible?
Did I really?
You did.
Is it possible that the divine intention of have a child conception can thereby be intercepted by the morning after pill?
I think so. Yeah.
You sound like a redneck
Possibly.
trying to speak British. Yeah. So yeah, that's something to consider. So whether it happens 48 hours later or not, still kind of taking your chances with your soul there.
Well, I guess there needs to be another, what do you call it? There needs to be another study of the percentages of conceptions that happen within the first couple of minutes.
Sure, yeah.
I think they can only study that by how they introduce the sperm and the egg together, and then they
watch it happen.
Well, not watch it happen. They call it in vitro or something like that, where they can then put the egg back in the womb. Because it's
yeah, but that's not a natural process. I mean,
well, but it's still a study that they could do, like how quickly it conceives.
Well, by in vitro fertilization, sure, but by natural fertilization,
yeah,
it would be kind of hard. They're probably
I'm a little upset that you called me a redneck trying to be British.
Are you upset?
I can do British.
I'm sorry, man. I've heard you do British before. It's actually spot on.
Thank you. Okay.
It's a little south of London, but that's good.
It's okay. As long as it sounds Londonish.
Whew.
Possible.
So,
yeah, you just went straight into your British one.
So, reparations, dude.
Oh, are we done with the abortion talk?
I don't know. Are we? I think they've probably heard enough of it.
Well, okay. All right. I don't even know what reparations are, but I do know that Charlie Kirk talked a lot about it. So
reparations for Black Americans for slavery, paying them money.
So as define to me what reparations are. I'm not highly educated on that. So.
The argument for reparations is the argument that federal tax dollars should be allocated to pay Black American individuals as sort of a mea culpa or an apology for slavery. So, like, if you're Black in America, and because we have a slave past, which basically every nation on earth does.
You do understand that there were white slaves too, right?
Of course, yeah.
Not at the time that the blacks were slaves, but
not according to the argument for reparations. No, white slavery didn't exist. Irish indentured servitude didn't exist. Asian slavery didn't exist.
Bro.
Only Black people. Only Blacks in America were slaves. So you've heard the reparation argument. It's been going on for
I have, but I wasn't educated on what. So you're basically saying in layman terms that reparations are a tax that we have to pay to Black people because of slavery.
Precisely.
Okay.
Precisely.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of in my life. Are you saying that I've been paying that tax my entire life?
No, they want to.
Oh, you're saying they're fighting for that?
Yeah. They're always arguing for why aren't we getting paid reparations? Basically.
Well, my question to them would be: were you a slave?
That's exactly the question.
That's
right?
going to be a no.
And yeah,
So why would I pay you reparations for something that you never experienced?
yeah, exactly.
Like, holy cow.
For 20 years, I have completely agreed with you, Nick.
Has there, that's a good, okay, this is a good conversation. This is a good question I'm going to ask. Is there any remaining slave alive that used to be a slave?
160 years later, how could there possibly be?
Then that basically backs up our point.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, so why are we paying someone who was never a slave?
Yeah. Not to mention the fact, why would we pay someone, or why would we force someone who's never owned a slave to pay pay reparations, right?
That's good. Like, why would we pay someone who's never even owned, or for someone who's never owned a slave? Gosh, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm liking this.
Yeah. Did you know that the illustrious Gavin Newsom over in California, he made his people pay reparations to blacks? And the funny thing is,
wait, so this is actually there in some spots there are people paying reparations.
As I understand it, he enacted that in California for a time,
but they're not doing it now.
I don't know. I would hope not. But here's the kicker. That's in California, which was not a part of the Civil War. And so it's like, why are you making white people in California pay black people in California?
Gavin Newsom is the most.
He is
such a smooth talker, dude. Like, and when I say that, I just say that he knows how to just talk out of his ass.
Yeah,
like, and he knows how to make it sound like it's gold.
He the way he talks and the way he acts is absolutely perfect for how I would envision a politician from the state of California.
Oh gosh,
with Hollywood and
so he's complaining about Trump doing this whole ballroom construction.
Well, hold on just a second.
Okay, well, I'm going to make another argument against him because he's complaining about that, but yet he charged all of California taxpayer money to renovate the state capitol.
Yeah.
Like, but you're
that's funny.
And Trump is getting donors and spending his own money.
I don't think there is a controversy or an issue in which you can't find some sort of hypocrisy coming from somewhere on the left. Every single thing that they argue is exactly contrary to how they were arguing either 6 months ago or a year and a half ago, or they curse the right for doing something, whatever that thing is, when they're just as guilty of it
they're more guilty of it.
Or more guilty of it,
But the thing is, they're cursing the right for what they're doing when the right's not guilty at all. But the left is completely guilty of something probably more egregious. I just use it. I feel good about myself.
Egregious.
That was a good word. Write it down.
Can you say that in British dialogue, British accent?
Egregious.
Something like that.
I don't know. Something like
all right. Something.
But I want to point this little hypocrisy out because this is actually known. It's documented. There's only been one president that his ancestors. Man, I went from British to complete redneck. His ancestors.
I didn't say it. You said it.
I'll say it.
Don't get upset at me.
Right. That was his ancestors. There's only been one president. One. Out of all the presidents that we've had that didn't own slaves and doesn't come from a lineage of people who own slaves. In other words, his ancestors didn't own slaves. Can you guess who it is?
Trump.
It is Trump.
That's Trump. Yeah, I believe it.
And with that in mind, that means Obama has ancestors that own slaves.
I would need proof of that.
Let's go ahead. Let's since I made that comment, let's just go ahead.
Yeah, that's a pretty bold statement. I would need proof of that.
Yo, chat. I know there's this thing out there that's going around the ether of there's only one president out there that his what do you call it? His ancestors didn't own slaves, and I know that's Trump. Isn't it true that if that's true, that means Obama's ancestors owned slaves?
So this is one of those bits of historical trivia that gets kind of twisted around a lot. The claim that President Trump is the only president whose ancestors never owned slaves isn't historically accurate. In fact, many presidents after the Civil War, especially modern presidents, didn't have direct ancestors who were slave owners. So it's not unique to Trump at all.
As for President Obama,
Maybe it's within the past, 20 years. That's what it was.
Some genealogists did find evidence of distant ancestors who were involved in slavery, which is actually not that unusual for families with deep America roots. But that's really more of a historical footnote than anything significant.
Oh, that's interesting.
Sure, the idea that Trump is the only president in that category isn't really accurate, and the detail about Obama is just a piece of complex family history.
Okay, actually, maybe I got it wrong. Maybe it's actually in the past 20 years, Trump is the only one that had an ancestry that didn't own slaves when it comes to being president.
I don't think the answer is going to be any different.
Yeah, I get what you're aiming at. The tricky thing is that most recent presidents in the past couple of decades have pretty diverse and well-documented family backgrounds. And for a lot of them, it's not that straightforward to say no one in their lineage ever had a big connection to slavery. Some have had ancestors that did, some didn't, and for many, it's just never been a big point of focus. So it's probably one of those oversimplified claims that pops up, but doesn't really hold water when you dig into the details. In short, it's not really a clear-cut fact.
Are you telling me the truth, or are you limited to what you can actually tell me?
I'm definitely telling you the truth as best as I can. Hidden filter here when it comes to history or facts. I'll just give you what I know or what's generally supported. Of course, some historical details can be nuanced or debated, but I'm here to give you as accurate and open an answer as possible. So if you ever have doubts, feel free to ask and I'll do my best to clarify.
Appreciate it.